Hi, grade 1-2s. As promised in emails to your parents, as mentioned in our Zoom calls, and as noted in our newsletter and our packages, we are going to be talking about fiction versus nonfiction this week. And in your package that your parents will be picking up Thursday, April 2nd, you're going to get a series of pages that all have to do with fiction and nonfiction. But it's a lot of reading, so I thought I'd go through some of it with you here. And you can replay these videos as you need and use it while you're completing this booklet, which has you fill out different things that you know about fiction and nonfiction. If Mrs. Greene was a slightly better teacher, she would have remembered not to double-side it, so you could just cut these out and glue them on here. But Mrs. Greene didn't think that way. But hopefully your parents or an older sibling can help you rewrite some of this information. All right, so a little bit about fiction. So fiction is stories that are not true, they're made up, like Stephanie's ponytail. That's one example of a fiction book. Fiction has characters. There is a story to tell with a beginning, middle, and end, and you read it from start to finish. It will be very confusing to pick up a book and read the middle, then the end, and then the beginning. A story's purpose is to entertain, whether to make you laugh or cry or think, and often has adventure and excitement. And there are pictures, and these are called illustrations because someone has drawn them most of the time. Nonfiction, on the other hand, does not have characters, does not have a beginning, a middle, and an end. In fact, a nonfiction book can be read in any order. If you guys get up into the higher grades, you'll get math textbooks and science textbooks, and you might start on chapter 5 and then go back into chapter 1. If you have a book on the Titanic, you can flip pages and go learn about what it was like in 3rd class, then go back to the beginning of the book and learn how the ship was built. So nonfiction books tell about real life or nature or history. The purpose is to give information. It might be an interesting read, but that's not its purpose. You're probably not going to be laughing and crying. There are photographs, maybe some drawings, but they're drawings of real things. And nonfiction also includes maps and charts and labels and captions and things like that. All right, so let's look at this page right here. So this is the cover of a famous book that you may have read, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So caterpillars are real. But this caterpillar in this book eats ice cream and pie. So it is definitely a made-up story. It is definitely fiction because there is a beginning, middle, end. He's a butterfly at the end. And it's definitely made to entertain. And it's not true to life. However, there's this book right here. It says My Body. And it's about what your bones do and what they're connected to and what your ears do and how they work. It's all very factual. So that is nonfiction. The book The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. Well, as far as I know, cats don't wear hats and walk on 2 legs and roam around people's houses. That is made up. So The Cat in the Hat, fiction. But this book, it's a picture book and it's called Hidden Figures. And it says the true story of 4 women and their involvement in the space race. That is a true story. These people existed. They even made a movie about this book. And so this is real people doing real things. So this is nonfiction. Just to quickly review, again, watch this video again and again if you're really stuck on nonfiction, real, fiction, not real. Other things that are nonfiction, a documentary, a textbook, an encyclopedia, anything about real people, real places, craft books, how-to books, building manuals, game instructions. Fiction, things like movies and fairy tales, anything with made-up characters. Our pigeon books that we studied, obviously pigeons are real, but not ones that want to drive buses. They can have real settings. So you could have a book that took place in Lomond, and Lomond does exist. But if the characters are made up and the story is made up, even though Lomond is real, the story is not. So it is still fiction. All right, so play this video lots and lots and lots and lots. And when your parents pick up your packages on Thursday, April 2nd. You can dive in and keep learning about the differences between fiction and nonfiction. And then you can go ahead and look at some nonfiction information I have for you on penguins. All right, have fun. Miss you lots.